The next topic is header and footer. Now let us know what is header and what is footer separately. First, let us know what is a header. Header is the portion which are always shown at the beginning of the document indicating the starting of a document. In the header area, we usually write the topic. Next is the footer. Footer is that portion of a document which is present in the ending of each page. Usually, we write the name of the company and the page number in the footer area. Next topic is table manipulation. The functions included in table manipulation are inserting and drawing a table, entering and editing data in the table, selecting table elements, working with rows and columns, changing cell width and height, deleting and insertion of row, merging and splitting of cell, and adding border and shading to the table. Now let us study all of them one by one. The first function is inserting and drawing a table. A table is inserted by selecting the arrow next to the table icon on the standard toolbar. Choose the desired number of columns and rows by dragging the cursor in the table drop-down menu. Next is entering data into the table. Content can be entered in the table by positioning the insertion point inside the table cell and entering the text. Shifting of the insertion point can be performed in three ways: by pressing the left mouse button, by pressing the tab key on the keyboard, and by using the arrow key. Next is selecting a table element. Table element consists of rows and columns. Selecting table rows is performed by positioning the cursor to the left of the row you wish to select. When the pointer changes to a black arrow pointing to the right, click the left mouse button. Select the table column by positioning the cursor above the column you wish to select. When the cursor changes to black arrow pointing down, click the left mouse button, selecting whole table. Positioning the cursor to the upper left corner of the table. When the cursor changes to a black arrow pointing down, click the left mouse button. Next is working with columns and rows. When the cursor is positioned within the table, an extra table bar will appear. This bar contains tools for deletion, insertion, and columns. Rows and columns can also be inserted through the pop-up menu. Click the right mouse button on the row or column insertion point and choose row or column from the pop-up menu followed by the insert command. Next is changing row height and column width. To change the row height and column width, right-click on the mouse within the table. Select size to change the row height and column width. Next is deletion and insertion of rows and columns. To delete a row or a column, select the desired row or column. Click on the delete selected row to delete rows or click on the delete selected columns for deleting column. Next is merging and splitting of cell. Let us see merging of cells first. To merge two or more cells in a table, select the desired cells to be merged. Then click on merge cells. Now splitting the cells. To split a cell into two or more cells, click on the split cell. A dialog box will appear. Next is border and shading of table. We can also add border and background color inside the table. Select one or more table cells you wish to make bordering. Select on the border to choose the border effects. Select the border style to choose the style of border you want. Next is select the border color to choose the color of the border you want. Next is mail merge. A mail merge is a component of word processor where we can create a series of documents and send a person. Before using the mail merge tool, we first need to enter the list of persons who will receive the document. The mail merge consists of three steps. The first one is making the list of recipient of the document. Next step is inserting the list of documents, and the last step is joining all the documents together which we have to send to the list of recipients.